Hi, today I am just thrilled to be at Maid in Texas with Nancy Holekamp and her wonderful people and her adorable doggy. He goes everywhere. He makes everybody smile and laugh in this office. He's great. And this office is fun. But today we want to talk to Secret. I worked with Secret on Monday, training her how to be a trainer. So, tell me how that went. Do you know how to be a trainer?
I think I'd be able to do it. Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot, and I've been cleaning for a while now. So, yeah.
So tell me one thing you learned.
That we aren't doing high dusting a lot.
Okay.
And I learned there are different ways to clean, better ways to clean.
Okay. So did you learn the difference between a deep clean and a maintenance clean?
Yes.
What difference do you think that will make in your repeat client?
A lot, a huge difference.
Why?
Probably saving them money as well as time, because they don't have to pay for another deep clean when they do their first initial deep clean if we keep the house clean.
Okay. Do you think that will also, yes, it does. It does. Do you also think that they'll stay with you longer?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. I really do. I think they'll be happier.
Okay, good. So this week, a big thing happened. I mean, Secret has always done some training, but a commitment out of Nancy to get her into training and checking up 3 days a week at least. How do you feel about this big change in your life?
Oh, I'm excited.
Why?
I'm excited. I'm excited to help the company grow and bring in more people and teach them how to clean the right way, the easy way, and to show them that it's not all that bad.
You know, I'm going to close with that because now you know why she was the one that was chosen to do what she's doing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was so fun. Hi, folks. I am back here in Maid in Texas with the owner this time, Nancy Holekamp, which I'm sure a lot of you know. She's been around for a long time, has gone to most of the ARCSI functions, and she brought me to her office. And first of all, I want to say thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
My question for you, Nancy, is what do you think was the takeaway from, and I was only here for 3 weeks, but, I mean 3 weeks. I was only here for 3 days, by the way. This is a short 3-day trip that we're trying out because she has 10 cleaners, and we just concentrated on the cleaning process, not very much at all about the rest of her business. So Nancy, what was the takeaway from this week?
Well, the biggest takeaway was, number one, that I got a longtime cleaner who volunteered to come out and be a trainer and follow through with this when Sharon's gone and we're on our own. And she's going to follow through and make sure that they make it a habit in the long run. And the second thing is that there's a lot of things that they weren't touching every time, and they were just focusing on the things they could see. And it really helped to have you tell them that they need to touch everything every time and upkeep, more maintenance stuff than they were doing.
I have to say, I didn't even think about Secret, but that would be your takeaway. Yeah, the fact that
Huge.
somebody came forward. And why do you think she came forward now? Why do you think that happened?
Well, I don't know. It's the minute she got into that training, then she got all excited and wanted to make sure that everybody cleaned the same way. And I think partly when you're a cleaner and you go into a house that another team has cleaned and maybe it's not cleaned the same way as you do, it helps all the cleaners if they all learn the same thing the same way.
That is true. It does. I personally would think it's because she thought it would be easy to train now.
Yeah.
Because she had a process to train.
Right, yeah, right.
And I'll also say a little bit because she knows she doesn't have to clean when she trains anymore.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing, you know. So that might have made a difference too.
Yeah.
So we have talked about this for 9 years.
Probably.
Probably me coming to Nancy's office. We had it set up a couple times. Finally, here I am, right before I'm going to retire. And Nancy's going to retire. Are you glad you did it, and do you wish you would have done it earlier, and why?
Yes, I do wish I would have done it earlier. We've always kind of had an issue with consistent training, and by having you come and show the process, so more than one girl, understands that process. Light bulbs going off on a lot of the teams, and I think that just the consistency and having a couple of people trained, like trainers, will make a difference in the long run, and we should have done it a long time ago.
I didn't even pay her to say that, but I will now. No. So great. Is there any final words? I mean, I want to say it's been an enjoyable week. That's for sure.
It has been.
Our enjoyable 3 days. I almost wish we would have made it a week, because I could certainly do a lot more here. But your people are, by the way, very, very receptive. They were fun. I know some of them probably were just, saying what I wanted to hear. But some of them are very engaged, and
Yeah.
it'll keep it going. I really believe that.
I think so too.
So
Yeah.
final thoughts, anything you want to say to anybody?
Nope, great 3 days, and I'm gonna say, I should have done it sooner, and if you can afford to do it, then go ahead and get it done and get your processes in place and your trainers trained properly.
Perfect. So I'm going to ask you one last question, and this is truly self-serving. I won't deny that, folks. So, tons of seminars, tons of conventions. Costs about the same thing in the long haul as I cost, maybe even more. What would you do?
What would I do?
Yes, if you
I had to choose
knew
one
how
or the
this,
other?
yeah, now that you know how it went, which one would you choose?
Well, I think you should do
Both.
both. I would. I do both because you got the exhibitors and supplies and the networking at the convention. But unless you have the girls properly trained in a proper training program, then nothing you do with products or supplies or networking will really help.
Okay, that's a very fair answer.
Yeah.
You're right. I agree. I think you should do both. But of course, self-serving, I agree with you. If you're going to market, you got to have the cleaning right, or you're going to market and never get any bigger.
Right.
Which is possibly what you were running into, right?
Right.
Yeah. So she's so diplomatic. I'm not. Thank you all for joining us, Nancy. Thanks again, and
Thank
we'll
you,
see you
Sharon.
for our next newsletter.